Hello YouTube, Glenn Anderson here, the Natural Strongman. Welcome to the channel, welcome to another video. If this is your first time viewing my channel and you like strongman related content, please consider subscribing. I do usually upload 2 to 3 times a week, sometimes more, so hit the notification bell so every time that I upload a new video you'll be informed immediately and you won't have to play catch up. Like I said, I do upload quite frequently, so I've had the channel as well for about 13 years, so I've got quite a lot of content now. So if you're new and you want to know more about strongman or you like it, there's quite a few videos for you, more than enough to keep you busy. A lot of times I just post my training, but sometimes I might post tips or things to help people along the way. I do get people ask me questions and all that, and I'm always happy to help, so let me know what you think in the comments. I always reply, unless it's obviously a scam comment or it's obviously something nonsensical. If it's a normal comment I will reply, so let me know what you think, and if you've got any questions please ask. I will always reply as soon as I can. Okay, so moving on to the video. So I normally keep 2 logbooks which detail my strongman training, and you might think, well, why 2? Okay, so the first logbook is just the general training in such, and you can't see it clearly here. I'm going to show you in more detail on the computer because some of you might not be able to read my writing, so we'll go over it properly, and then after that I'm going to show you what I put in the second log. So stay tuned for the rest of the video, and I'm going to break down exactly how I format both my training workout logs. Okay, so this is how I format my log. So first of all I have the date up here, 9th of the 1st 23, start time 11:50 when I actually start the workout, finish time 14:47, so the workout was 2 hours 57 minutes. So I'm doing accumulation block, so this is week 1, day 1 of that accumulation block. So the next workout will be week 1 and day 2. So here in this box here I put the exercises, sets, and then weight and reps. So exercise A is log, clean once and push press. When I write these I always try and be specific so that if I come back at a later date to look at this log I know exactly what I'm talking about. So I emphasise here that I only clean the log once and then pressed for reps. Sometimes I do push press, sometimes strict press, so here I'm putting push press to show that I'm doing push press. If I'm cleaning each rep, then I'll just put clean and either push press or strict press, depending on what I'm doing. So with this first exercise, I clean the log once and then I push press for reps. So on the first set, I did 104 pounds. All weights are in pounds, by the way. I don't do kilos, I do pounds. I'm from the UK. Most people in America will do pounds. In Europe, they normally do kilos. I mean, I can easily interchange between kilos and pounds quite easily. It's no problem for me, but I just prefer to put pounds. It's easier. So first set was 104 pounds for 3 reps. On the next one, I did 159 pounds, but I did 2 sets of 6 reps. So it just saves space to rather than using 2 boxes to put 6 and 6. Then I did 181 pounds for 2 sets of 6, 203 pounds 2 sets of 6, and then on the last set I did 225 pounds for 6. So here I did 8 sets altogether. Set 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, and then 8. So that's the first exercise I did. Second exercise, log, clean and strict press. Because I'm cleaning each rep I simply just put clean and then strict press because I strict pressed it. So I did 181 for 8 and then 192 for 8. So here I can see that I only did 2 sets but at a different weight. If I was doing that same weight for 2 sets of 8 I would just put 2 sets of 8 in this column and this one would be blank, but since I use a different weight I can clearly see that. Third set, power raise on the floor. Sometimes you can do these on a bench, but I don't like doing them on a bench because I'm quite a big guy and I keep slipping off, so I prefer to do them on the floor. So I use dumbbells. So when it comes to dumbbells, the way I format it is I put the weight of each dumbbell in each hand. So I use 17 pounds in each hand, 2 sets of 12, and then 22 pounds per hand, 2 sets of 12, so 4 sets altogether. Moving on to the fourth exercise, close grip incline board press. So first set 132 for 5, then 171 pounds for 20, 171 for 10. So I'm keeping the weight the same, but on these sets I'm doing less reps, as you can see, and I finished up with 171 for 5. Fifth exercise, elbow on knee external rotation, £11 per hand, 2 sets of 15, and then the third set was just 15 reps, but I used £17, so I used slightly higher weight on the third set, but the first 2 sets were the same weight. And then G, dead hang, supinated grip. Now you may be wondering, where has F gone? Well, I'll show you that in a minute. So this is my 5th exercise, and dead hangs was my 7th. So where's number 6, you might be wondering? Well, it's right here at the bottom in the cardio section, F, stationary bike. The reason I've done it like that is because elbow and external rotation was the 5th exercise, hence E. Then I did stationary bike, but because it's cardio, not weights, I put it in the cardio box. And then for the 7th and final exercise, I did dead hangs with a supinated grip. With dead hangs, there's 3 different ways you can do it. A supinated grip, which is with the palms facing out. A pronated grip with your palms facing backwards, or a neutral grip with your palms facing inwards together. So with the dead hangs, I used my own body weight. I didn't add any weight, just my own body weight. And I held on for 30 seconds. So with the stationary bike, I did 12 minutes 30 seconds. I did just over 3 miles. Average speed was 14.5, and I burned 179 calories. I've got a Fitbit as well, so I know my heart rate. I know how many calories I've burnt. The Fitbit also tracks how many steps I've walked, and I track my sleep as well. And I also, with my Fitness Pal, I track my calories, so I'm quite meticulous actually. I even track how much water I drink. So yeah, lots of different. Like very, very meticulous, as you can see. Most people don't do this, but I'm just a perfectionist, I suppose, really, and it just helps keep me accountable, really. If I can look at what I'm doing and all that, I can say, well, okay, maybe I've not done enough of this or enough of that. So it keeps me accountable and keeps me on track, and it keeps me disciplined. So that's why I do it. Some people don't need to do all this, and that's absolutely fine. They can still make gains, but I just find it helps. So on the bottom here, I'll just put notes. So if I come back to look at this, I can see with the log press, I used a small 47 kilo log for all my sets. There's 3 different log bars at my gym. There's a 34 one, and there's a big red 85 kilo log. So I can look back and see I never used the 85 kilo log. They was all 47. Normally I'll use the 47, then I'll move on to the 85, but for this I used a little one. With the pressing, I used a smooth bar. There is a bit of a sturdier bar with a bit of knurling on it that I normally use, but because I'm doing an accumulation block, I used a smooth bar because I find that bar is harder for pressing. Because I'm on an accumulation block, I like to make things a bit harder for myself, so I won't use any equipment either. With the log press, I didn't use a belt, I didn't use any elbow sleeves or wrist wraps, so again, trying to make it harder. And body weight is 327 pounds, because on the dead hangs I put body weight, which is 327 pounds. Sometimes I will tie weights to myself to make it harder, but on this occasion I just use my body weight. With a supinated grip, 327 pounds is more than enough there. So yeah, that's basically how I format my log, basically. Now, a lot of people do this as well. They'll write the exercise, weight, reps, sets, etc., etc. But there's a lot of things that people don't do, and that's what I'm going to get into. And in a minute, I'm going to show you my second log and exactly what I write in there. Like I say, most people don't do this, but I do. So, like I say, this is the first log book, and exactly how I format it and all that. So I try and put a space in between each exercise as well, so it's easy to read. So yeah, like I say, that's the first log. Okay, so now I'm going to take you on to the second log and show you exactly what I log in my second log press for my training. Okay, so in the second log is the volume. Now this is something not many people do. Most people do not record their volume, but I do. So what I will do, each page is an exercise. So let's take that first workout that I just showed you, which was on the 9th of January. So the first exercise was log clean and push press. So as you can see, I did £104 for 3 reps, and I did 159, 2 sets of 6, etc., etc. And I finished on £225 for 6 reps. So you add all that up, it comes to £8,282 of volume. So to work out your volume, you just add up the weight that you lifted times the sets times the reps. It's quite simple. So it comes to over £8,000 of volume. In total, I did 46 reps. So the average weight of each repetition was £180. So that gives me the rough intensity there. So when I repeated this exercise, 9 days later, my volume was up to £9,855. I completed 50 reps, and the average weight was 197. Now, throughout a training block, you will mainly notice, especially in the peaking phase, that as time goes on, the volume will drop, but the average weight will get more as the reps go up. So that was the first exercise. So the second exercise was log clean and strict press each rep. So on the first day, I did 2,984 pounds, 16 reps in total because I did 2 sets of 8, and the average weight was 187 pounds. On the second workout, I did slightly more weight, same amount of reps, but the average weight of the log was more. But as you can see, the volume drops as the program goes on, and the reps drop, but the weight gradually increases. So you can see on the last one there, the average weight was 206 pounds. And the same with close grip incline. Started off on the workout. Now I write it like this, exercise by exercise, so that I can look at the exercise and see how the volume differs over time and how the weight differs over time. I normally only track the compound movements like log press, bench press, deadlift, squats. I don't normally track volume when it comes to assistance work. Sometimes I might do like prone hamstring curls. Here, snatch grip deadlifts. So on the first workout, I did over 21,000 pounds of volume. I did 60 total reps, and the average weight of each deadlift repetition was 360 pounds. So by the end, I'm averaging 382 pounds, but as you can see, the volume has gone down slightly. Now here you might see a lot lower volume loads. The reason for this is because I did a deload that week. So I've cut down on the weight, cut down on the reps, cut down on the total volume just to give my body a break. Dead stop safety while good mornings, lat machine pull downs, that's the only one, and then safety bar squats, log strict clean once and strict press, Swiss bar floor press, as you can stiff-legged deadlift. As you can see, I mainly only track volume for the big compound movements. I don't normally track volume for the assistance exercises. But like I say, most people, they write down the exercises, how many reps they've done, how many sets they've done. They might write down some notes and maybe some other bits, but most people don't track volume. But I think it is something that you should do. But like I say, it's not something many people do, but I do actually find it kind of helpful, actually, really, because I can look back and see how much work I've done in the past, and then I know that I maybe need to build a bit more than that to make some gains. Okay, so I hope you found this video helpful. Please don't forget to like and leave a comment, and I'll see you soon for the next video.